Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mushroom Cup, round number six. I am T-Bone, just finishing my dinner here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you do tune in, or if you ever have tuned in or like the race, appreciate it. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Just rushed home from my basketball game. I'll see you in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here heading into round 6 of the Mushroom Cup. I took qualifying off there. Just wasn't in the mood to do that shit, to be honest. Shout out to everyone who's tuned into the stream. Anyone who has tuned into the stream, it means a lot. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing this shit for myself, and I'm not in the mood to do that anymore. So shout out to guys who watch the stream, tune in, who have said thank you. A lot of guys in this league just show up, don't say anything to me, then just dip every race. So it start to feel very unappreciated after a while. If you ever want to feel unappreciated or be shat on, folks, go start a little sim racing league. I promise you. Every week there'll be maybe 2 people who have a nice thing to say, 10 people who are pissed at you for no reason, then just 5 other salty bitches. So that's usually how it works. This should be a good race, though. That being said, we are here at Great Britain. Sunny out now. Again, in that driver's standing, which we have Justin Schrei leading the way. He leads Chenzo by 9 points. He leads Sawa by 10 points. And things will get very interesting here as we're at Great Britain. I'm T-Bone, blah, blah, blah. And we're getting it underway. Let's go. Woohoo! All right, Jordan 2 Wavy leading the way early on, overtaking his teammate Justin Schrei. The Ferrari team leading the Constructors' Championship right now. TTV Kaname, much heralded reserve in the mix here, making his first appearance in the Mushroom Cup this game. Fortunately, didn't get in last race. We have 40 people check in, but 20 people watch the stream, so thanks, guys. Anyways, Cam Rudy fighting with Chenzo here. Chenzo trying to get back on top of the mountain when it comes to that Drivers' Championship. Illyrian did take it last year, but Illyrian kind of having an off season right here. First season in the new game. Of course, B-Tom in the mix. Shout out to the three guys who just no-showed. Checking out 1 minute before the race starts is a no-show in my opinion, boys. So shout out to those guys. Hazy, Aussie at his home race as well. HMP Hooligans, a star was born at this very circuit when he made his debut. In the background, we have wait, who was that? We have somebody going flying off the track in the background there. It seemed to have been DRS Maestro's teammate, or partner, we should say. Hazy Aussie, though, look at this. In P6, he has made huge strides. Two-time Mushroom Cup race winner in the past. Shout out to him. Long-time racer in our league system. B-Tom back in the mix here. And again, Justin Schrei leading the championship right now by 9 points over Chenzo. Schrei looking to achieve his first ever Drivers' Championship, and he's got about half a season to go. 9 points ahead of Chenzo, 10 points ahead of Sawa. And right now, not the start Sawa was looking for exactly. Let's see the big winners and losers. Sawa down 5 positions. HMP Hooligans, we remember that electrifying exhibition race that he did and put his name on the map around here. He's up 6 spots. Of course, he had a huge affinity for this circuit. He could see it from his prison room, and he absolutely knows his way around here. He knows his lines, if you know what I mean, folks. All the racing lines. There's a yellow flag back there. Shout out to Froggy Boggy, 15 years old, the youngest winner in the Mushroom Cup ever, going against the oldest motherfucker we've ever seen, Dastardly Daddy. This guy's so old, he's got a Bible autographed by Jesus, folks. He's almost 0 as he heads through cops. Look at that. Beautiful little, I'd love to be in one of those boxes. Yeah, you see that chick? Here we go, though. Dastardly Daddy through maggots and buckets, or whatever the hell it's called. I call it maggots and buckets, you know. Shout out Dastardly Daddy. I know it's called maggots and beckets before I get 9 messages from 18 wieners. Another one, though, in P18 here, looking to find his form. 2 cars heading into the pits right ahead of him. Not quite sure what happened there. Shout out to another one. HMP Hooligans making that pit stop. Illyrian getting kicked from the session. We're going to have to add him back. Lap 3 of 26 here. Round 6 in the Mushroom Cup. I am Terrence Bone. There's XM, of course, his home Grand Prix as well. Bats Plus back in the mix. Selling those baseball bats out of his garage, folks. That's one guy you don't want to try to rob. Unless you're strapped, I guess. Or you got, like, Kurt Schilling with you or something, you know? Shout out Bats Plus. Maha, of course, the Jordanian. Shout out to his brother, High RPM as well. I always get them mixed up, but good guys. We got to get Illyrian back in here. And further up in the mix, though, we got the Hemroid, Hemi, battling with Adriami. And, of course, we know what Hemi's made of. One of the most electrifying drivers we've ever seen, moving like a hemorrhoid through that field. It will be painful when he makes his way through. Passing Hemi is kind of like passing a kidney stone, folks. Sawa down 3 spots, looking to fight back. And, of course, 10 points down in that title fight. So Sawa, Chenzo, and Schrei, that 3-headed monster right now. And, of course, Jordan 2 Wavy, teammates with Schrei. And they are winning the Constructors right now. Not quite handedly, but they are winning it. And Jordan, the ultimate team player. Justin Schrei putting in the fastest lap of the race. Schrei knows this is a pivotal round here for his championship hopes and aspirations. Chenzo made a pit stop. He's down in P19, so that's telling me he had a little bit of misfortune. And Sawa Not the best start either in P5, so Shrai's going to look to take advantage of this. I'll be back in a moment, folks, here at the Mushroom Cup Round 6. I am T-Bone. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in, watched it, anything, man. It's kind of nice sometimes. Because I feel like sometimes these full-timers don't really support the shit. Just going to tell it how it is, but... I do comms for other leagues. Fuck, they're appreciative and shit. Here, it's like some of these guys just walk in, don't say anything, and just leave. Well, see you next time. Nah-ah! We don't need you, motherfucker. Anyways, Jordan 2 wavy. I don't know if he took it flat. So he might have been a little pussy there. Was he? He might have been. He might have lifted just a little bit, Jordan. Your vagina's bleeding. All right, no retirees so far at the moment. Some guys did have to make those pit stops. Justin Shrei still leading the way. Look at him go in all his splendor, valiantly leading this race. Jordan 2 wavy, the ultimate teammate right there. Right behind him, playing the Minister of Defense, Defensive Player of the Year, first All-NBA defense. But TTV Kaname, we know what he's capable of, folks. Looking to get his first win on this new game that I've seen in our league. Anyways, the only one that really matters, right? Shout out Kaname. B-Tom on the hunt right now, on the prowl. Anyone who wants a logo, message me. I just got the ChatGPT shit. I bought a month of it, so I'm gonna spit out like everyone a logo. Anyone who wants a logo, message me. I have unlimited logos at my disposal. We're gonna make them nice and funny and stand out. So yeah, anyone. But I'm gonna put my personal T-Bone touch on it, as always. So like what I see so far in this race, Justin Shrei, all going to plan right now for him, but things can change really quick. He's had races go to hell in a handbasket real quick, so he is armed with the luxury of his teammate right behind him, and we'll see how Jordan plays this, knowing his teammate is the leader in the title fight right now. Lap 6 of 26, folks. This race sponsored by Muskoka Brewery, folks. Get your blonde ale, of course, coming from the Canadian Ozarks, aka the Muskokas. Hell yeah. That's where Tom Hanks and Heidi Klum have cottages. Hemi. Again, look at those beautiful boxes. Oh my god. See the ass on that chick? Anyways, Hemi coming through Meggetts and Beckett's right now on those hard tires. God, we got some beautiful women in the stands here tonight in Silverstone. That girl looks like she could suck a golf ball through a garden hose, folks. Don't bring her home to mama. Spenny, what a move on Hazy Aussie as the audience catches her breath. Hell yeah, we went off the cuff a little bit. Actually, I say that once a race. But I love what I'm seeing from Hazy Aussie right now. He's got blue skies in his peripherals and ahead, but he's going to have to get through Hemi eventually, maybe, but those tires probably falling off. What the fuck am I saying? Illyrian picking up a 10-second penalty, texting and driving. He's going to regret that one. Yep. Don't break the law while you're breaking the law. Shout out Illyrian. And these guys on the hard tires now, starting to find a little more pace towards that top 4. B-Tom still yet to catch the top 3. It's tough here without that DRS, even if you are the artist formerly known as CPI B-Tom. Chenzo, fastest lap of the race right there. Chenzo, the all-time winningest driver in the Mushroom Cup races and championships. Falling down to P16 here early. Had to make a pit stop, probably a little sooner than he would have liked. And Hemi's a guy who has not really been in the mix the last couple seasons. He's been in chill mode, if you will. He took a little time off too, and I assume he's going to get back into the mix here for title fights and wins. It's only a matter of time. This is Hemi. He doesn't really qualify much. He has been kind of the gatekeeper of our league. He's been our fastest guy for a long time. 5 world championships next to his name. Second youngest driver ever to win a race. Second most race victories. First in terms of constructors championships. Him and Dastardly Daddy are the leaders in that category. Conveniently been teammates many times. Lap 8 of 26 here in the Mushroom Cup. Anyone who tunes in here, or does in the future, I appreciate it. Really. Sometimes I feel like I'm just doing this shit on deaf ears here. Like in our own league, bro. And yeah, it kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in the best mood right now. So TTV Kaname, looking stout, all the way from the Magic Kingdom. Yeah, Kissimmee, Florida, folks, all the way down there. Rolling with Mickey Mouse. Here in the Mushroom Cup, we're just rolling with a couple rats. Shout out Kaname, man, great guy. TTV, part of that fast TTV mob. All the TTV drivers extremely quick. They practice too hard to forgo that moniker TTV, so you have to earn it. Can't just have that. All the TTVs have my utmost respect as maestros of motorsport. Here's Hemi, still here on the back of Sawa. Baja steady race here in P9 for the Jordanian driver. Lap 9 of 26, round 6 of 12 here in the Mushroom Cup. Justin Schrei leading Chenzo by 9 points, leading Sawa by 10 points. So right now, things are looking up for Justin Schrei. He's had some trials and tribulations lately, folks. But as I say, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and Schrei again. And here he goes, Justin Schrei. He is a pilot in real life, folks. He said the stewardess is tighter than the airplane bathroom itself. So take that for what it is worth. Justin Schrei, of course, will not even consume a lick of alcohol. He is flying all the time. And what a guy right here. Splendid golfer, too, apparently. And you could tell just by the way he drives that he's probably a good putter. You know, great stance. Spenny's Pub Hub, a 3-second penalty. He's got to work harder at avoiding those little penalties. Yes, Spenny's Pub Hub has a little pen right there. DRS Maestro P17. Oh God! Shout out to the poor souls watching this stream. Illyrian, HMP Hooligans. Something happened, of course. Him and Chenzo pitting at the same time, but of course Hooligans in the vicinity of that famed HMP prison where he runs the joint, folks. He's a guy sitting there with 8 yogurts. I wasn't going to eat that anyway, sir. That's what they say to him. Another one there in P20. As we drive by those beautiful boxes again. And right now, Justin Schrei couldn't have written it any better. Just absolutely enjoying what has happened in this race so far, and this could be huge for extending a gap in that Drivers' Championship. I knew titles were coming for Schrei. I'm not quite sure if I saw one coming this season right away, but skill has always been there. Not what Hazy's going to want there in his home race. He was having a great race, too, picking up a 10-second penalty, Hazy. No, Hazy. Great showing here from Maha, too. Love this. Long-time reserve driver. So Kaname has caught up Justin Schrei here. The battle for P1. B-Tom did make that pit stop for the hard tires. Lap 11 of 26 here. Silverstone in the Mushroom Cup. And Schrei making that pit stop. Kaname staying out. Jordan will stay out obviously here too. So let's see if Schrei can get a little undercut going along this pit lane in F1. Time-wise anyways. Let's have a look here at Justin Schrei. Feeding this guy, shoveling yogurt parfaits into his mouth. And Justin Schrei heading back out now. Kaname will be the one to watch. See where those guys come out in relation to each other. More pit stops in the field. Bats Plus. A steady reserve now for us. Love to have him in here full time. Perhaps one day. Coming from Flip Flop Fishes League. The legendary Flip Flop Fishes League, I should say. I'll put some respect on Fish's name. We're at the halfway point, folks. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'm going to turn this thing up big time. Hemi, Sawa, TTV Kaname leading the way right now. TTV Kaname. Let's just have a look here if Justin Schrei clears Kaname. Kaname coming out of the pits, folks. This is incredible right now. What do we have? Kaname not getting through. Okay, so Justin Schrei getting that undercut right there. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I've been Tebow and you've been you, and we'll see you really soon. Always expect to come back to a safety car, but lap 16 of 26 here. Round 6 in the Mushroom Cup. Justin Schreier looking to expand upon his lead in the Drivers' Championship. And that 9-point gap to Chenzo looks like it'll be growing. The 10-point gap to Sawa looks like it'll be growing slightly. I'm T-Bone. Thank you again to anyone who's tuned in now or in the future. I kind of mailed it in this race. It's a little demoralizing sometimes. But hopefully we get a good finish here. Again, 40 people checking in last race. 25 people tuned into the stream. I don't roll like that. You can check into a race, but you can't click a fucking link for 2 seconds. So I ain't doing this shit for no one. I ain't doing this shit for free. So we're just gonna enjoy the race here. Jordan looking to fight Sawa. Tune into the DRS Maestro stream. We can catch him finishing P13 all day long. Still gonna pedal that thing like it's a fucking hotcake. Hopefully he can get to top 10. Yeah. If he could just pass 3 more people, the Maestro will score points. But if I had a vagina, I'd be a woman. Here's Maha. Absolutely solid race for him still, the Jordanian. I love what I'm seeing from him right here. And Justin Schreier, though, just looking like a champion right now. Halfway mark, leading our Drivers' Championship. I love this guy, Justin Schreier. He's very gracious. So is Chenzo. You know what? I'm gonna shout out the guys who go out of their way to say thank you. The guys who are appreciative right now. Schreier, Sawa, Kaname, Jordan, B-Tom, Spenny, Maha. There's a couple guys, bro. They just come in here. They don't even say a word to me. They do the race. They just fuck off. And I'm done with that shit, bro. We're a community here. You don't just clock in and clock out. I'll support you if you support me. Cam Rudy. Not the race he's looking for in his home race right here. Pretty uneventful race, I'm not going to lie, folks, even though I have kind of been checked out. But let's go. Sawa and Hemi. What a race for Hemi here. Will Hemi get back in the winner's circle today? That is a big question. We'll find out. 8 laps remaining here. Mushroom Cup round 6. I'm T-Bone. Yeah. Not going to lie, I'm a little sour 3 guys no-showed. And no one fucking watched the stream from our league, so I wear my emotions on my sleeve, folks. I'm being. If I don't like something, I'll tell you. If you don't like it, kick rocks. So Jordan, still there in P5. Another great showing for the Ferrari team. Sawa in P4. And he's going to need to get as close as he can to Schreier, because Schreier is just making that gap bigger and bigger, looking like the teeth in Kevwood's girlfriend's head. Chenzo, just an absolutely abysmal race for him. A race from hell for Chenzo. 9 points down from Shirai, and this is not what he needs. What he needs is a safety car. And you know what they say, folks? Be the safety car you want to see in the world. Who said that? Maya Angelou or something? Yeah. Back in 30 seconds. Thank you again, everyone, for supporting. You rock with us. If you don't, sit on my middle finger. So Justin Shirai, though, is going to be in a bar fight right here. Kaname and Hemi, and Hemi's bringing Sawa with him. B-Tom there in P5. Shout out to some of the OG members, Kev Wood, Toxic Zero, Zudi, 83, Greg Jennings, of course. Dastardly Daddy, Skeeta Bike, Rasta Cheech. Let's see what Kaname's got, though. We got 6 laps remaining. Will TTV Kaname knock Shirai off his perch right here? And keep in mind, Sawa now is in the mix. Only a couple seconds behind Justin Shirai. 5 laps remaining. Dastardly Daddy, the only retiree of this race right now. No safety cars. Here at Silverstone, we run on reduced safety cars. We run weather on approximate because we're not a bunch of pussies. We don't need the game to tell me exactly when it's going to rain. Neither do any of these drivers. We use our brains. We think on the fly. So all the other leagues using perfect forecast. You're pussies. You need to... I need to know it's going to rain on lap 12 so I can plan around it. I'm not used to using my brain. Hell nah. We run approximate weather over here. Dynamic. I never understood that. Shout out the leagues who run approximate weather, too. If you run perfect, again, you're a pussy. Oh. Maha and P10 looking to get his first points of the season. Shout out to this guy. Him and his brother, high RPM, fantastic, fantastic drivers. Jordanian brothers. Had some great conversations with these guys about the Middle East in general. Very informative. You might hear some things you don't hear in our North American media, controlled by the anyways, T-Bone, digress, down boy. So yeah, Maha right now in P10 as he leaves the session. Oh no, that's the worst commentator's curse I ever heard. Jordan too wavy, man. That Ferrari team looking spectacular today, looking to gain more with that Kick Sauber team also coming. TTV Konami replacing BXT today, and that is a formidable replacement. Anytime you could replace BXT and it be at least the lateral, you're looking quite good, and TTV is a real deal. But now Sawa is in that mix in the top 4 as well. This is going to get real gully, folks. Real gully here, because Sawa 10 points behind Shirai in that title fight. Chenzo just seemingly out of this one down there in P12. Not the race he was looking for. Cam, Hooligans, not the races they were looking for. Illyrian, many of the Brits in this race, it's just not what they were looking for. Illyrian defending champion. Yeah, disappointing showing here. I mean, in terms of the Brits, Sawa's the one holding the torch right now for Great Britain. And of course, Froggy Boggy, 15 years young, folks. Shout pitiful there. Anyways, Sawa. Will he have the Sawa today, folks? Will he have that Sawa? They say no one man should have all that Sawa. And in Hooligan's case, no one man should have all that flour. Hemi has made his way through Kaname. Here comes the Hemorrhoid. Will Hemi get back into that Mushroom Cup winner's circle, folks? The Hemorrhoid himself, hailing from Quebec, Canada. I'm going to call it Miraval, between Miraval and Longueuil. Yes, Hemi. Perhaps the greatest driver in Mushroom Cup history. Iconic performances in those League 10v10 events. BXT still having nightmares. It is Hemi Kruger to BXT, that's for sure. Oh, I think Hemi's racing. You can hear the fear in his voice when he talks about Hemi. But let's see what Justin Strye's got here, man. Leading the Drivers' Championship, and I'm sure he does not like the thought of Hemi in his rear view mirror. Again, those medium tires for Hemi, so we'll see how long those really hold up. Tire wear in this game is quite difficult. Now let's see if Hemi's going to go for this right here. Looking for win number 1 on F125. Hemi. He is approaching Justin Strye, 7-time career race winner in the Mushroom Cup, championship leader at the moment. Sawa 10 points behind Hemi. Chenzo 9 points back, but he's all the way back in P12 right now. Adriami, 10-second there. His race was done. He's retiring from the session. Shout out to Adriami. Cam Rudy following suit, heading into the pits and retiring. The races they were looking for. Two laps remaining here, folks. Again, thank you for the people who tuned in this race. I know these probably aren't even drivers in the league. I know the drivers really don't fuck with the shit, so thank you for the guys who tuned in. It means a lot. And I know I've kind of tuned it out tonight. Haven't given my best performance, but sometimes these guys don't deserve it, man. I'm just going to call it square, spade a spade. I'll give my good performances when I feel like I'm appreciated. So thank you for the guys who tuned in today. A Hemi, though. Here we go on Justin Strye. Will he get it done? And look at this. Oh my goodness. Hemi, the Hemorrhoid himself, through the inside of Cops on Justin Strye. Absolutely incredible. Drinks have been spilling in that box. All those boxes are very, very wet next to the track. Oh no, and now Strye getting a little wiggly right there. This is a scenario Strye did not want, because now he's got Sawa right there in the mix behind him. Justin Strye he'll take any sort of increase in his lead after this race, and it is perhaps in jeopardy right now. We'll see. Hemi, though, how about the Hemorrhoid, folks? Where did he even start? Hemi up 11 places, our U-Haul mover of the race. Good lord, the Hemorrhoid himself. shooting out of Quebec. Oh my God. And now, Shrai's going to have to contend with TTV Kaname. Shrai leading the championship by 10 points over Sawa, 9 points over Chenzo, who has just not had the race he's needed. I don't know, hopefully he can squeak in the points, but no safety car, and it has been a tough one. Further up, though, we have TTV Kaname looking to maybe get that 1-2 for the Kick Saubers. Or will Shrai have something to say and take back a victory? Ladies, clutch your pearls. Greg Jennings, gird your loins, because this is going to be a finish here, folks. Justin Shrai is going to try on Hemi. Hemi's always going to fight this, but Shrai's going around the outside as a grip. Oh my God. Oh my God. What racing right there. Man, you couldn't slip a piece of paper through those two, between those two cars. And the Hemorrhoid fighting Shrai. This is just what you need to do. Just Shrai now overtaken by Kaname as well. And what a finish right there. The Hemorrhoid back in the winner's circle. Doing it for Quebec. Hemi dipping out on the field right here. God damn. Enjoying his poutine. One of the fastest drivers I know. One of the craziest motherfuckers I know. And that Canadian Moose Piss Kick Sauber. Shout out his teammate TTV Kaname. The Kicks getting absolutely incredible points right there. Justin Shrai, he'll still take that. He increased his gap on Sawa by 3 points, and he increased his gap on Chenzo by 15. Huge race for Justin Shrai. You're not going to get Chenzo out of the points often, so to capitalize on that is huge, even for Sawa right there. So Shrai and Sawa now are top two in the driver's standings, folks. What a freaking race. What a finish. Hemi, TTV Kaname. What a race from Kaname here. Justin Shrai, championship leader. He'll still take that one. We got Sawa here in P4. Great performance. B-Tom with a quiet race for him. He didn't even start at the back and he finished P5. I don't know what was off with him there. Very, very interesting. What a race. What a race. Well, I wasn't going to do interviews because I was going on strike, but I have to interview. I'm going to interview Hemi. Just Hemi, because Hemi deserves it. The other guys deserve interviews too. I'm just not doing that shit. Let's see if Hemi shows up, but either way, man. Spectacular, spectacular. That was a crazy race, crazy finish. Jordan 2 Wavy, another formidable drive. Froggy Boggy in P7, Spenny P8, Maha P9, Bats Plus. Getting into the points there. They P20. Spectacular race. Shout out to everyone. I'm out of here.